Hello, this is Transformers Fan G138, and I'm here with a video review of Transformers Generations Asia exclusive, aka Toys R Us exclusive, Wheelie! And I did not buy this from Toys R Us because no Toys R Us around me has it, although all their computers say they do. Yeah. Anyway, closest one's hour and a half away, so I spent like 2 hours on the phone calling every place. Anyway, including 2 different states. But beyond that, over here we have his box, which, you know, it's Wheelie, some Chinese writing, and yada yada yada, etc. Bio, tech specs, blah blah blah, Autobot. Yeah, whatever. So basically that. Interestingly enough, in this does feature the gun, although the gun does not come with it. Instead, he comes with his iconic, wow. I'm drawing a blank on that. I know exactly what it is. Slingshot. That's the word I'm looking for. Wow. So, anyway, just going to adjust the camera here. Oddly enough, though, the box as the Asia exclusive had no Asia language on it at all, but the US release does. That's awesome, huh? So, look at this guy. So without the gun here, he does have space for this. However, it looks like they over-designed this slightly. If anybody hears that snoring in the background, it's actually the dog. Yeah. So, if this is in there, it actually drags and lifts up the front wheels. Also, as another note, if you don't bend the head before you transform it down, you can't push it down, you can't push it in any further, and the head drags too. So, just so you don't cause any damage, letting you know that one now. So, beyond that, it's still got the whole low-ride thing Jazz does. I do like the fact, though, that the arms are not painted. That's solid plastic. And I'm not worried about scratching the surface of that down here. It does sit flat, as usual, but, you know, I don't have to worry about paint scratches. Overall, though, the paint design is pretty wheelie. The Jazz mold really kind of works for this character. Not because of the height, not because of the robot mode, or anything. Mainly the shape of the vehicle mode. Because this actually does scream Wheelie for me. Although, he's a bit larger than, you know, I anticipated. Not that I anticipated, obviously, I know the mold. I have Jazz right here. However, he's a little bit larger than Wheelie should be. Although, there are ways to make him shorter, I just don't like any of them. Do love it. Very, very much like this mold. Not a fan of Wheelie at all, by any means. Loathe the character. The Japanese version of the character is not so bad, although he's still kind of annoying. Personally, wholehearted, truthfully, it's not a terrible figure. I actually overpaid for this guy by a lot, because I couldn't find him at a Toys R Us, so I went on Amazon and ordered it from a third party. It actually got here very quickly, like within a day. So, yeah. This has been sitting in my house for 3 days, and nobody thought to tell me there's a package in. So, yes, this has been sitting in my house for 3 days. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and transform him into robot mode, and talk about him some more, obviously, compare him with Jazz, that kind of thing. But don't love the character, love the mold, love the toy. I like it. I like the looks of it. And here Wheelie is in robot mode. Okay, just on a note, the Classics Wheelie is still less annoying than the one in the Michael Bay film. Okay. Anyway, back to the review. So, he's got nice yellow painted headlights, not evenly painted, you can still see some of the paint blobs on it, but you know, whatever, it works. Still pretty cool, he's got a lot of paint apps. Again, love this mold. I actually have another one of this mold coming in. I have, oh, what is it? Generation 2 Jazz from the Ultimate Gift Set Pack. So that'll be cool. Can't wait until that gets here. I also have the one that was in the BotCon 2010 set, which I believe I already reviewed. Tread Shot. Anyway, for articulation, he's got a nice double jointed knee, which goes all the way up. Swivel here. A little bit of foot movement, not too terrible much, but you can get some nice poses anyway. Ball and socket hip. Awesome design, by the way, on the hip. Down. There is a white swivel, somewhat limited due to the back panel. That's okay. Head is on a ball and socket joint. It's cool. A little bit of motion here in the shoulder. You got a full ball and socket joint under it. Hinge, double jointed elbow. Sometimes easier to move the top one before the bottom one. Doesn't go completely all the way up, but decent amount still. Then he's got a ball and socket joint hand, although somewhat limited due to this. I love the design of this more than the motion. He does have his, wow, there we go again, slingshot, which unfortunately you can't grab with both hands just due to the design, but you can pretend he's pulling it back. Doesn't actually have any ammo or string or anything, but it's kind of cool. Also, if you don't like that, yeah, they resurrected the whole Energon blue thing, by the way. Allspark blue. I think they had some leftover copyrighted plastic color. Yeah, not necessarily Hasbro's best move there. Anyway, he can also hold this as like a little gun. A little weird with it being empty here, but I guess if he's a survivalist, which reflects his IDW version in his bio here. Just thought I'd mention that. This can kind of be like a rigged gun or something, like, I don't know, something he found, something he made, I don't know. Anyway, that's why I kind of got out of the slingshot. Whatever. I like it. It's neat. His head sculpt is awesome for Wheelie. These big blue eyes, the innocent smile, the whole baseball cap thing going, and the rounded facial features. This guy totally reminds me of the original Wheelie, which I don't know if is a good thing or a bad thing. But anyway, as he is another mold of Jazz, he does still retain the speakers that, every other mold of this has, although still lacks the gun to clip them to. Not that anybody would ever want to clip the speakers to the gun. So, technically, I guess you could steal the speakers off this and throw them on another Transformer if you wanted. I might do the same because, really, Wheelie doesn't need speakers. Unless he really wants to blast his rhymes. Oh, and anybody's wondering why I like the Japanese version better than the US version? He doesn't sit there and rhyme the entire time. Ha, 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 it's a joke. Anyway. Yes, I'm doing these when I'm tired again. I get a little loopy. It's my excuse, at least. So, love the mold, love the paint job, love the facial feature. Don't really like the character, however, this is going to look really nice on my shelf. I had cleaned a spot off on one of my shelves for this guy, but I'm thinking I want him closer to my desk than I had previously thought. So, placing him next to Jazz for a moment, for a quick comparison. This guy and this guy are both awesome, and honestly, they look like different figures. Now, the paint job is different enough, they actually look like different toys, the different face. They really do. So, 2 thumbs up on Hasbro's portion for producing this, or I think technically Takara on this one. Thank Hasbro for bringing it over. Thank Toys R Us for making me pay extra money because they couldn't find it. But I got the 3 I wanted. The other 2 are coming in, Springer and Swerve. Yeah, Swerve I was able to buy on the Toys R Us website. Why only one? I don't know. Maybe they have the answer. If they do, they won't tell me though. Alright, so quick comparison, you know. Painted arms, non-painted arms, headlights, face, shoulders, plastic color. Honestly, I like them both for different reasons. And honestly, out of both of them, I can't tell you which one I like better. Actually, I can. Out of the 3 of this mold I have, Tread Shot would be the best. And he's not in this lineup, but yeah. BotCon 2010. Okay, so that pretty much covers it. If you have any questions about the mold or the character or this toy, post a question down below and I will answer it for you. If you have any requests for video reviews, shoot me a message or post down below and I will do those for you. Yes, that concludes my video review. Thanks for watching and see you next time.